Hello YouTube, Clutch Trucker here again. When last we spoke, I was at the Conoco in Point of Rocks, Wyoming. Tiny little place, but great place to park about halfway between Rock Springs and Williams Center, Wyoming on I-80. So if you're looking for someplace to just stop for the night, it's got a dirt lot, but it's a great little place to park. Okay, I'm going to do an unboxing, of the George Foreman grill. I didn't even know George Foreman still existed till just a few days ago. But now there's this one, if you can see it. It's the George Foreman 2 serving is what they call it, grill and panini. Because of course now everything has to be panini. It's the copper infused. See right here, copper infused. What does that mean? I don't frickin' know. The old cook surface on the old Foremans seemed fine to me, but this one is, ladies and gentlemen, copper infused. So you can even see right there in the lovely picture, 3 times more durable, it says, copper infused coating. All right. Reason I bought this is it's cheap. It's freaking cheap. $15. $15 at Walmart for the George Foreman 2 serving, and that's all you need as a truck driver. I'm going to be cooking up 1 or 2 burgers, a couple of hot dogs. I wanted more food options here in the truck. I try to eat out of the truck whenever I can. For 1, to save money. 2, it's better for you, and the food tastes better, right? And then you don't have to deal with the crap at the truck stops. It's like, so many times in the middle of the night, people always say you don't, go to McDonald's, you don't choose to go to McDonald's, you end up at McDonald's. I have a few times, like if I'm driving a long haul that night, and I'm trying to do like 700 miles, and it's through the night, and I don't have much time to stop, and all there is open truck stop food-wise is like at a Love's or something, there's a McDonald's. Well, I'll eat it. I'm not happy about it, but occasionally I'll eat it. But now I have this. It's going to take a little longer to cook things when I'm parked, but the George Foreman, as it says here, copper infused. Alright, so we'll see how that is. So I thought, why not? I haven't opened it yet. I just bought this when I was rolling back through. I bought it at the Walmart in Lexington, Nebraska, by the way. They have good truck parking at that Walmart in Lexington, Nebraska off I-80. I think it's exit, I want to say 342, something like that. There's truck parking on both the north and south side of the store. I pulled in there at like 4:30 in the morning, lucked out, got a spot, went inside, bought my George Foreman, found some frozen burgers, found some hot dogs, and so in the next few days, hopefully we'll be able to check that stuff out. So I thought everyone always does unboxings on YouTube, right? And granted, for truck drivers, it's usually headsets and stuff like that, but why not do the George Foreman copper infused grill? All right, see, I haven't even broken the tape yet, so I have my scissors here to break the tape on it, so it's easier to get into. So I mean, this is literally an unboxing. All right, so we open it up, pull the flaps. I'm sorry, it's almost dusk here in Muscatine, Iowa is where I am right now. A tiny little BP that has some truck parking, and they have a cat scale. Literally 1 mile from where I had to pick up today. So I just rolled over here, went on the cat scale, did that. As I've talked about before, because I'm on paper logs and it was only a mile, I didn't have to show driving here because it was less than 7.5 minutes, which is where the cutoff would be on a paper log, since you do everything in 15-minute increments. So I didn't show the driving over here, but I did show 15 minutes on duty doing the cat scale. I scaled it once, and I had to adjust my trailer tandem, move it back about, I moved it, 4 holes back, 5 holes back, and I'm at like 79,000. I can even show you that. I know I'm getting off topic, but if you've watched any of my videos, I tend to do that. So here's my cat scale. Let's see. This was the first one, and you can see right there where my trailer tandems were at 35,000. All right, so I had to adjust it. So then my second scale ticket, you can see my trailer tandems are at 33,660, drives are at 33,340, steers 11,980, and my total gross weight 78,980. Doing pretty good reading that backwards, huh? So I'm legal in all departments. I'll be able to fuel up all the way. I've got a little over a half tank now, so I'll be able to fuel up one more time and still be legal. So that aside, back to the big thing of the day, the George Foreman copper infused grill. All right, so we've broken the seal on it. We're pulling it out. Of course, it's all. Oh, this is the grease tray. If I can get the damn thing out of here. All right. Packaging aside, and then it's of course in a plastic bag. Alright, so there it is. Little George Foreman grill. The red and green, I'm assuming on the top, means as soon as you plug it in, it probably will, once it's green, probably means it's ready to cook, would be my guess. Alright, see if we open it up. Oh, there you go. So here you can see in plain view the copper infused grill. So what is there to do with an unboxing on this other than to show it to you? Here's the plug in the back. Alright, you plug it in. There seems to be no other controls of any kind. So it obviously cooks at one temperature. You have your tray in the front. I think it's supposed to snap in here somehow. Ah, see, there it goes. So your grease drip tray does snap in on the front. And the whole theory about the George Foreman, if you never had one before, this is slanted while it's sitting on a counter, so that then the grease will drip down, so you have healthier, in theory, food. But all I really care about is the fact that I can cook some burgers and some hot dogs here in the truck. Because you see, it's not very big. So there you go, my George Foreman copper infused grill. All right. And obviously you can take that off the grease tray after you're done cooking, so you can clean it out. All right, so now along those lines, speaking of cooking in your truck, if you watched one of my other videos where I showed handy gadgets in the truck to help you along on your everyday life, I've had a sharp half-pint microwave here in this Coronado. Cascadias and Coronados tend to have a smaller width of the cabinet area. Like when I had a Peterbilt, when I drove for well companies, I drove a Pete 386, and the cabinet was wide enough to put in just a standard small microwave. These cabinets are too narrow, and all microwaves you can buy at like Walmart and everything, they all have the controls on the right side, so they're always about 1 inch to 3 inches too wide to fit in there, so you can use them properly. I found this little half-pint, and I'll show you the thing. This is my half-pint, if you can see it. I know it's kind of dark. We pull back, half-pint microwave. It does not have a window in the front. You just open it, and there you can see inside. My towel is in there to hold the glass plate in place while I'm driving. And then you can see the controls are up there on the top inside the door. So when you close the door, the only controls you have are up here is a start, stop, or start and a stop, and then a little time countdown display. I've had this thing for, and you can see I pull back in the cabinet. You can see how it fits in there because it's nice and square, all right? I've had this thing for almost 10 years. I bought it when I was working with, I think, May Trucking. Then when I went to well companies, and it's been a great little microwave. I think I paid $150, $160 for it. I got it off iowa80.com. They don't make that one anymore, unfortunately. And the reason I know this is because I had to buy a new microwave. It's being shipped to me now from Home Depot. They don't make the half-pint anymore. You can get some used ones on eBay. So if you really want a Half-Pint sharp microwave, you can get a used one off eBay because they fit perfect in that cabinet. And they're great for the Coronados, the Cascadias. I think some of the smaller Kenworth cabinets, you might need that square microwave. They fit perfectly in there. But the only thing you can buy now that's currently made is Home Depot has one. It's made by Whirlpool. I will put the model number down in the description. I had to order it. Of course, they don't carry it in any of the stores, so I had to order it. And the ridiculous part about that is because it's an appliance, I had to arrange for delivery to my house. And yet they say, well, when we're going to have delivery, you need to make sure the path is clear and so that we can get to where it's going to be installed. It's a freaking countertop microwave. We're not installing anything. And yet probably 2 or 3 guys are going to show up to bring this to my house. So I told my wife, hey, by the way, August 13th, this is coming, and they're going to call a day ahead to give us a 4-hour window of when we can expect them to deliver our big appliance, this little countertop microwave. Anyway, it costs about $169 on their website. Then you got to pay $59 for shipping, which sucks. I found it on one other website. It was called Rodicers or something like that. They only wanted $130 for it, but they wanted to charge more than $100 for shipping. No. So I ordered it from Home Depot. So as far as cooking in the truck goes, I've got the new George Foreman. We're going to give that a shot. I won't do it tonight. I'm too tired. I'm going to probably next night or two, I'll try it out. And when I do, I'll do an updated video on how the George Foreman copper infused 2-serving cooker is, by the way. By the way, I said at the beginning of the video, it's cheap. $15, $14.95 for that George Foreman grill. If it works out, boy, that's going to save me big money because I can then cook burgers in the truck, hot dogs in the truck, a steak, even if I wanted to. If I could, I know some of the Quick Stars and Quick Trips in Wisconsin, Iowa area, they sell meat. They have a meat counter. You could buy a steak and grill it up. Hey, baby. That's pretty freaking cool. So you can check that out. But anyway, my new microwave will be on the way. When that comes in, I'll do an unboxing of that thing. And it's a nice little square one, just like my Half-Pint. So it should fit up in my cabinet, and I can belt it down with a little belt that's up there that was originally intentioned for a TV. Anyway, so I've gone for 12 minutes now on this one. Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in. Side note, and I will take another minute or so to talk about this. Blue Tiger commented on my video about the Blue Tiger Elite Plus, their newest headset, and said, hey, if you email us, we'll send you a free gift. What's the free gift going to be? Probably a mug, a bumper sticker, a hat, I don't know, a pen. Who knows? They didn't say. They didn't say like they're going to send me a free headset or anything. But they said, hey, we loved your video, so send us your email. So I sent them the email. They sent an email back saying, we've sent out your free gift. The fact that they won't say what it is, I'm thinking a hat or a pencil. But I could be wrong on that one. All right, we'll see. Anyway, I thought that was cool, the fact that they found my video and that they at least reached out to me. I think right there, again, that says something about Blue Tiger, how they're pretty good on their customer service. They're based in Texas. And that's where I'm going with this load. Carrollton, Texas, Dallas area. Got to deliver on Monday morning. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Here I am in Muscatine, Iowa. If for no other reason to watch my videos, you can watch my shirt color change. Notice today, it's blue. All right, thanks so much for watching. Please, as always, like, ring the bell, sniff the magic YouTube fairy dust, and all that. Appreciate it so much. Clutch Trucker, clutch out.